I feel like I find myself doing this a lot over the course of the last few years. We get to the last game of the season and we find ourselves rooting for other teams or rooting against our Jets to improve our draft stock. Well, here are all the possible scenarios for the Jets and where they could potentially fall and what to root for Week 17.
Jets, Jets, Jets!
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, after a long, depressing season, we finally get to Week 17, the game we all thought might be a matchup for the playoffs. Who gets in, who gets knocked out, and it doesn't mean anything. The Bills have already locked themselves into the 5th seed, and the Jets are not in the playoff hunt. So what else do we have to root for but the NFL Draft? And it's been a common occurrence here over the last few years. We go into Week 17 with not a whole lot to fight for. And, you know, the Bills don't have anything to fight for either. So there's really kind of a very weird dynamic that's going on with this particular game because there's not really any benefit for either team to win this. But here we go. If the Jets were to potentially lose this game, they could be as high as the 6th overall pick. They're currently sitting at 10. If they win, they could go up as high as the 13th pick. So here's a few different scenarios. If the Jets do lose this game, we would be looking at the Jaguars versus the Colts, the Chargers at the Chiefs, the Panthers versus the Saints, and the Cardinals at the Rams. Those are the 4 teams that are ahead of us, the Jags, Chargers, Panthers, and Cardinals. Of those 4 games, I kind of see the Jaguars at the Colts and the Cardinals at the Rams as the 2 potential wins. I don't really see the Chargers beating the Chiefs or the Panthers beating the Saints, but you never know. So that would put us as high as potentially the 8th pick if I were to predict those 2 teams, right? Winning this week against the Bills, we'd be looking at somewhere between the 10th and the 13th pick. The games you would be trying to follow there, the Broncos versus Raiders, the Browns at the Bengals, and the Falcons at the Bucks. Of those potential situations, I see the Browns at Bengals as really the only lock, or at least most likely outcome victory there. So that could put us as high as the 12th pick. So I'm thinking somewhere between the 8th pick and the 12th pick is where we'll wind up falling. I think the Jets wind up winning against the Bills. We always wind up finding ways to win games that we don't necessarily need. So I don't expect anything less from this game. We are going to win this game. And then I think the Browns beat the Bengals. So I think that puts us right at the 12th pick. That will be my lead pipe lock for what I think is going to happen for the Jets. Where do you guys think the Jets wind up finishing up? Do you think we fall closer to that 6th pick? Do we fall closer to the 13th pick? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.